From the resources folder given to you, open SimpleCam PDF. So here you have this PDF which has the drawings for making this assembly of SimpleCam. So this is the bottom-up assembly approach we are going to follow. That is, we are going to create these parts independently and then take a new file and bring all these components together and assemble them. We will be doing them step by step. So in this chapter, we are going to see bottom-up assembly, joints, how to add joint limits, contact sets, and motion study. So this is kind of most important chapter that we are going to see. So please follow each and every step very carefully. The next cams that we will be doing will be based on this simple cam. Let us keep that PDF open and let us start designing each and every part one by one. The first part is cam. So here we have a circle with diameter 40 mm and also it has a hole at 10 mm distance from the center and its diameter is 10 and the thickness of the cam is 10. So let's open Fusion and go to create sketch. Here let's select the plane and we can draw the circle which is 40 mm. Another circle. This is 10 mm. Let's check. Yes, it is 10 mm. So here the distance, it's again 10 mm. And I'm taking this vertical constraint because these two sentences seem to be vertically aligned. So I'm giving the thickness of 10 mm. So now I have this cam with me. Now let us name this inside a folder. So first of all, let me give a color to this. I'm going to go for cherry. And here if you see, it's looking very blurred. So I'll double click this texture and I will scale this. Now the grain size seems okay to me. Then I'm clicking OK. Now, before I save, I should have a folder within this project. So for that, I'm going to the data panel. I'll create a new folder with the name SimpleCam. And inside the SimpleCam, I'll have all its parts. So I'm saving this by the name cam. Now let us close this. Let us go to the next component, which is cam rod. It's just a simple cylinder, 10 mm, and I can extrude it to 200 mm. So here I have selected the sketching plane. This is going to be 10 mm, and the distance is going to be 200. Here again, I'm going to give color. So selected cherry again and changing its grain size, and now also I'm changing its rotation because it should be longitudinal. Then close this. Let's save this as cam rod. If you have done the practice exercises, then all these components are very simple. You can very easily create these parts. Now this is the top support. So if you see these pocket holes, this rectangular pockets which are there, they are not through, but the hole is a through hole. So I can create everything in a single sketch, but I'm going to extrude it multiple times. So let me close this. I'll open a new file. After selecting the sketching plane, I'm going to draw a rectangle, and based on these dimensions, it's a 200 by 50 rectangle with the thickness of 10 mm. And I'm just checking these dimensions also. This is 50. And here I can draw this circle and these pockets. 10 mm, and this is exactly at the center from both the sides. Let's create these two rectangles. If I create one, the other can be mirrored because they both are equidistant if you see. So I'm going to delete one. I'll create a mirror image later. So first of all, let me dimension this. This is 7 mm. This is at a distance of 10 mm from this edge. This is the construction line about which I'm going to mirror this one. So I'm going to create a mirror image over. I by mistake selected it in the object, so I'm deselecting it. And again, I'm going to select this mirror line, then click OK. Now I'm going to extrude it. So while extruding, I should not be extruding these pockets. Only the hole I have to extrude because it's not a through pocket. So these two pockets, when I select, they will be deselected and we'll be able to select the whole thing. So I can give it as 10 mm, but I'll try to give it as minus 10 mm because I'll be able to see the sketch clearly. So here from the sketches, just make the sketch visible and select these two pockets and then go to extrude. Here now I can select cut. I can say that I have to cut it by 5 mm. Now let's hide the sketch and let's add appearances to it. Let's change the grain direction as well as the scale. Then click done. Let's close this and let's save this. I'm going to save this as top support. Next, if you see, bottom support is exactly the same as the top support. Only thing is this in between hole doesn't exist. So I can save the same file as bottom support in the same folder. And now I'm going to make the changes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this hole. So I'll go to the sketch and remove this circle. So I'll also try to remove this 100 mm. No, it was actually the dimension from the center line. So I'll retain it and then just click finish sketch and our bottom support is ready. So just save this. Now these two files are independent to each other. So if I make any changes to top support, they will not be reflected in bottom support. So here we have 4 components now ready for our CAM assembly. So next is the left support. Left support and right support are exactly the same. We have through holes. So it's 100 by 20 by 7. So let's select the sketching plane. It's 100 by 20 by 10. And let's see, check the dimension again for the circle. This is going to be 50. This is going to be 10. And this distance, this has to be 10. That's right. And then we'll close this and then I'm going to extrude it. I'm going to extrude it by 7 mm. Now again, I'm going to drag this for appearances, changing the direction of grain, and I'm going to scale it also. So this is going to be my left support and also my right support. So if I'm naming this as my right support, I can save this file, same thing as left support as well. Now let's go back to our PDF and we see that only this CAM follower is left. So let's design this. So it's a small rectangular plank on which I'm having this circular cylinder. This actually is a subassembly, but I'm going to make this as one component itself, just for simplicity. So here it is 5 mm thickness. Go to create sketch, draw the rectangle. Should be 50 and this should be 20. Let's draw this circle and this should be of 10 mm. This is also 10 mm. Now this is not a hole, so we have to be careful on how much we are going to extrude it. Without selecting the circle, we have to do it. So when I go for extrude option, see to it that the circle also is being selected as I need the rectangle to be extruded. Up to 5 mm. Then click OK. Now let us highlight the sketch. We have this circle now, and this one I'm going to extrude it up to 90 mm. That's it. We have the follower ready. For this also, let's add appearances. This is fine to go. And so we have finished. Let's save this as camp follower. So all the paths now are made.